How's it going, everybody? My name is Nick. I also go by Golden Guy, and I am your coach of the Philadelphia Pincers. This week we are coming back to, I think it's week 6 of the UNPL, and after taking a hard loss last week and several DCs later, we're finally here in week 6, and we are taking on none other than Emerald Miner and the Demolition Force. Emerald Miner has only dropped, I think, 2 games on the season, maybe, and he's playing out of his mind. That being said, he also made several transactions prior to this week. He dropped things like Solgaleo and Weavile, who he had on his team, and they were doing really well for him. And he ended up getting UNPL, Zapdos, Cyclizar, and I think those were the big 3 that he ended up getting last week. And those, I expect those 3 to come this week against my team. I'm also expecting probably some sort of Terra Skeledirge to come to help deal with Meowscarada. Probably some defensive Arboliva, maybe an AV set to help deal with Spectrier, which isn't coming, but it's a good wall. AV Cyclizar is also a good wall to Spectrier that we have to respect. And then last but certainly not least is that Urshifu Rapid Strike that can hit incredibly hard as like a Scarf or even like a Swords Dance Trailblaze set, something along those lines. In addition to those 6, he also has access to Sandy Shocks, which he does enjoy leading with a Focus Sash just to get up some sort of like Spikes or Stealth Rock, so if we see that, we have a plan to try and take advantage of it. Galarian Weezing is obviously a defensive threat and can wall things like Meowscarada, Medicham, a good majority of my team otherwise, but it struggles to just get off the damage, and it looks like it has a 4 move slot syndrome in this matchup. Yes, Terra Bastiodon, or Bastiodon, whatever you want to say it, that could come. I don't think it comes because Terra Skeletor is so much better, and Bastiodon doesn't really look great into my team. And then last but certainly not least is Young Meryl representing his 10th Mon. I don't think that comes any day of the week. I mean, it could if it's running like Sap Zipper to stop Flower Trick from Meowscarada or whatever, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense in this matchup. I think he has 6 other better Mons to come over it. So we are going to try and get connected here with Emerald here in a few minutes and get this battle on the way. Alright, looks like we are connected here with Emerald. Let's see what he decided to bring. We know that it's going to be Terra Bug Skeledirge, which is absolutely insane. I never would have thought that. Zapdos, UNPL, Cyclizar, Sandy Shocks, love to see it, and Galarian Weezing. I am thoroughly surprised to see the Weezing here, to be honest with you. But we have a plan to just lead Meowscarada into Sandy Shocks and just go for Terra, or the Triple Axle, just in case it's Sash Sandy Shocks, and it also matches up fairly well into the rest of the team, it looks like. We do have those protective pads. Oh, so no Arboliva, that's fantastic. Okay. Arboliva was just like tanking hits for days and like just pre-game calcs. So no Urshifu either. What did I write down? Oh, Weezing. Weezing and no Urshifu, which means that Lapras is actually freed up to do a little bit more offensive breaking. Past the Pete, the Sandy Shocks. We love to see this matchup right off rip. Meowscarada into Sandy Shocks. Triple Axle kills every day of the week. That's what we're going for. We think that this is going to be Sash. We don't have removal. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. Oh man, that sucks big time, especially because we do not have removal on this team. Well, I guess if that is the case, I just Hone Claws here to raise my accuracy so that can't happen again. And then we'll attack whatever comes out in front of us. Half Head is the Weezing. Weezing is up. Maybe if we can get... It's not neutralizing gas either, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Let's say we are Ice type, and no other type at the moment. Honestly, I just want to go for a U-turn and go out into probably like Dragalge. Those rocks being up suck. That should have never happened if we connected all 3. Never. Okay, that looks like physically defensive Weezing, which is perfectly fine. It's not too bad. I can honestly just... Do I want to go out here? And, I mean, he can probably just go for a Fire move if I had to guess. So Dragalge is probably our best bet. But that means that we lose our Air Balloon right off rip, which is going to suck. We could have done 50% with Triple Axle there. But I didn't want to risk getting burned was the issue. Flamethrower, okay, yeah. I mean, we would have not liked to take that whatsoever. They did pop our balloon, so it's a little awful, I guess. Sludge Wave is going to do a lot of damage here. So, let's just go for it. I mean, it hits everything outside of the Dirge relatively hard, I guess. So that's what we're going to do, is just go for a Sludge Wave right off rip. With this thing, it's adaptability boosted. I should have not put neutralizing gas in the calc for this. Sludge Wave should be doing like 75% here. And even on to Sandy Shocks, we see no Air Balloon intact. We can take the Earth Power because we're set for Dragalge, and Sludge Wave is still doing a good amount. This should be Zapdos, okay. This is going to do 50%. Good. That shows us that you're not physically defensive Zapdos, which is absolutely insane in my head. So I just go for Sludge Wave again, And potentially, are you specially defensive, Zapdos? No. You could be, I guess, and that could have been a high roll. I mean, let's just go for it. I don't have a better play at this point in time. If I can get Medicham in and set up a Trailblaze on something, we should be rocking and rolling. Skeledirge, unfortunately, does wall our, like, I think it just walls Medicham pretty well, to be honest with you. Terrabug, it's because of the moves that we have, we're not hitting it too hard, but we can still get good damage on it through just attacking it. As long as it's not some sort of Calm Mind setup set, which would be awful. Pasta Pete's coming out, that's Sandy. That's fine. Here, we can just go out into Meowscarada. We take pretty much anything that this wants to go for, and then we can just go from there. So, let's see. We've seen Flamethrower from Weezing. You gonna Volt Switch on me? Great power, okay, we take that. And now we can, I mean, I'm just gonna go for a Triple Axle. I think it's the best play into what you have brought. I'm gonna go for it. I mean, we gotta hit it at some point, right? Maybe? Flamethrower, Half-Head's coming in, sure. Are we gonna miss again? Nope, returning Ice Type. We do hit 1, 2, 3, yes! Oh, and then crit. That means that we've gotten some damage down on this thing now. Here, it doesn't look great. Meow into Weezing, non-neutralizing gas, so this is Levitate for sure. We need to just switch out. This thing could have Pain Split, which is the issue. I am just going to U-turn out. I'm not staying in. If he has Pain Split, he's got Pain Split, good for him. I imagine they just want to go for a Flamethrower, in which case I'm just going to go back out. I mean, Dragalge pretty much walls this, and if we can, we've already got it damage some, so that means Medicham's going to be doing a lot better. Pain Split, okay. It's not going to be giving you too much back at all. So here, I think I just flip turn out expecting my opponent to just hard switch. Because they definitely cannot take a Sludge Wave here, so the only reason that they wouldn't hard switch is if they're just ready to get rid of this Weezing, which I don't think is the right move for them. Thankfully we have Boots on Terrapago, so the rocks aren't that big of a deal at the moment. And yeah, this is going to be Greg the Cabbie. Cyclizar, okay. Fine with me. Meow into Cyclizar. We should be faster, and we would kill with Triple Axle. But I also think that we can just go into Lapras here and just start firing off attacks. Be perfectly fine. Yeah. Let's swap into Lapras. He'll find out that we're not Boots. But we are going to Terrastalize here. And Surf is doing a decent amount to pretty much everybody, right? Even Zapdos? Yeah. So let's just lock into Surf. Let's see what Cyclizar is taking from it. We should be fine though. Yeah, I don't think you stay in. You have no reason to stay in, you should U-turn. You could knock off, sure. But if you knock off, you're just setting yourself up to get, I mean, I could easily take you out here. So we're just gonna Terra here. Knockoff comes out here, you're gonna see my specs. Whatever. So it's gonna do like 10% to this Cyclizar if it's AV. It's AV. But now we can just Alluring Voice for free. Because we're no longer locked in. So let's just go for it. It's our strongest move. U-turn comes out. Do you go into Weezing is the question. You saw that I just used Surf in front of you. You were in your best bet to stay in. Okay, here comes Zapdos. Yeah. This Alluring Voice is going to do a lot. Okay, and then I'm going to Freeze Dry this turn, just in case they try to Roost. Because I'm not going to play around. I'm just going to keep you down low. You can't do much to me in return. And that's all there is to it. Now we're just breaking with Terra Fairy Lapras because you decided not to bring Urshifu, so I don't need it as a defensive check anymore. Yep, fine with me. Let's just Freeze Dry, keep it low. Maybe we can snag a Freeze. Maybe. No Freeze. Okay. I think Surf here is honestly fine. They could Roost again, sure, but now Surf is stronger than Freeze Dry. So we'll get more damage off because now it's not super effective and so on, right? I think I just go Surf again. You can, I mean, that's 2 Roost. Roost Clock is at 2. And you're sitting at about 50% still, which means that Meowscarada can always come in and revenge you. Medicham after a Trailblaze can revenge you, even maybe before a Trailblaze. Honestly, didn't necessarily calc for Oh yeah, we outspeed. No speed Zapdos. Okay. Let's play this game. Maybe I should have just Alluring Voiced the Zapdos. No, Surf is still the bigger play. Okay, you're faster now, sure. You're gonna take a lot of damage from this. But yeah, I'm fine with letting this go. I'm doing the damage that I need to do. Because you set up, now you're confused. Welcome to Alluring Voice with Golden Guy. Somehow we always click it at the exact right time. Let's go for another Alluring Voice. He has to go out into Skeledirge if he doesn't want to. But then, I mean, Surf also kills here. So, I mean, take your pick at what you want to go for. I think I can always set up. Klefki is staying around. Sorry, I'm like, my brain's all over the place right now. Klefki is staying around because it is our defensive check to Chien-Pao. We can always set up a Reflect in front of it, and dual stabs aren't hurting us that bad. If we see... Oh, you're gonna... Okay. Zapdos come out, you're gonna Roost again. I think I just Surf. I mean, that's my best play. It's my most amount of damage at the moment. That's Roost number 3. Especially defensive Zapdos was not on my list of things to come to this, because to me it doesn't make the most sense. Roost number 4. I think like physically defensive with static was the way to go. So I mean, we're keeping this thing chipped down, which is fantastic. I am gonna Freeze Dry here in case they go back out into Cyclozar. Okay, nope, Zapdos is gonna pick up a kill there. Doesn't look like it was any sort of roll, but we are going to get initiative now, and that is perfectly fine with us. Let's see what you decide to let's see what you decide to go into here. Lapras went down. It did a lot of work for us. It broke a lot of things. Greg the Cavi is going to be the Cyclozar. We're going out into Meowscarada. Or, hear me out, we go out into Medicham. But then he could knock off our Punching Glove, which I'm not a huge fan of. So let's just go out into Sydney and go for a Triple Axle. We're going for the Triple Axle. We have to hit. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay. Just getting it back up. That's fine. Half head's coming in. 2 of these should kill, if not 1. We are Ice type. That's 1, 2, and 3. I am curious. Let's see. Meow. Into Wheezing. I'm really curious as to see if we are not Grass type. We are Ice type. Right. Flower Trick's not killing. We do have to go for the Triple Axle. 1, 2. There we go. Meowscarada is going to pick up a kill against Wheezing. I imagine that Chien-Pao probably wants to come out here. Nothing else can... Yep. Keep showing the Chien-Pao. Yes, Chien-Pao. Conquest. We're going to go straight out into Klefki here. Klefki invites in the Skeledirge, unfortunately. But I think we can just pivot around that. Sacred Sword comes off. Meh. And it's Life Orb. Okay. So, I think here, Skeledirge wants to come out so bad. I think I'm going to call you going into Skeledirge and go out into Great Barrier. Pasta Pete, really? Really? Okay, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense, but I feel like Skeledirge was just primed right there. This thing should not be around, is the thing. That's the biggest issue right now. I can just go for a Scald. I mean, Dragon Pulse is also free. Scald can burn some things. Earth Power comes off, sure. Okay. Dragalge goes down to Sandy Shocks. But it did some breaking in the beginning. Let's see. Medicham against Sandy. I'm going to go out into Toowoomba here. Go for a Trailblaze. And then try to work from there. Let's just go for the Trailblaze. Maybe he thinks we're Scarf. So I can just come in and Scarf Revenge this thing. And Trailblaze into anything would be fantastic right now. Even if it's, let's see, Skeledirge. I'm glad I didn't. So I almost went Poison Jab on this thing to deal with Fairy Skeledirge. Okay. That was a lot of damage. I imagine Chien-Pao has some sort of way to revenge me. So I'm going to try to get back some health. I imagine Chien-Pao just comes in and clicks the... Okay, 54. So we can switch out and switch back in, even with Stealth Rocks on our side. I imagine Chien-Pao has some sort of priority in Ice Shard, probably. but we have seen Sacred Sword from it. Medicham picked up a kill on some Shocks. If UNPL does not come in here, then I don't know. I mean, he could use it as a turn to set up with Skeledirge, in which case I'm just going to Psycho Cut. That's my best move. Should we have Best to Skeledirge? I'm going to let him take me out just so I can get some damage on this thing. This to max HP, this is doing about 30%. And then I can come in and potentially revenge with the Terrapagos. I'm just gonna go ahead and start like looking at that. Yeah, 50%. Yeah, okay. Let's see what you are. Psycho Cut comes off. Ooh, that's a big damage. This looks like it's going to be a little bit offensive. And it's sitting at +1. That Skeledirge takes it out. Let's see. Medicham goes down to Dirge. We can bring in Terrapagos here, set up a Rock Polish, and just start going in. Rock Polish is definitely the play so that we can be faster than things. He can burn us if he wants to. That would be fine. He could also slack off. Torch Sum comes off. Sure. I mean, I'm not too worried. Now we're going to Terra Starstorm. Based on the damage that we did with Medicham, which should have only been like 30%, we should take this thing out. So let's go for this Terra Starstorm. Oh! That hurt, and this might kill us. That kills. That was awful. Medicham's down already. Damn! Oh, he must have had, like, a lot in Spadef. I go here into Sydney, which can still do a lot of work, and then Klefki can still beat the rest of the team, to be honest with you. So I can just U-turn out. This thing doesn't mean anything to them anymore. And I can still use it to kill Zapdos. Okay, so Meowscarada picks up a second kill. Terrapagos going down, barely missing out on that kill. I want to know what that roll was, and if it made any sort of deal. We go out into Klefki. The biggest threat to Klefki is no longer there. We can Draining Kiss the Tianpao and the Cyclozar. And this is going to be Zapdos, okay? I am going to Light Screen first. Heat Wave comes off, okay. Ooh, big damage. Yeah, I think Zapdos actually... Or Tianpao's going to end up cleaning. Oh, that would... I want to know how big of a roll that was. Damn it! Well, we're going to take that L. Unfortunately, Zapdos goes down. Or no, Zapdos kills Klefki with Heat Wave. Meowscarada's going to go down without picking up the kill. He has to go on the Tianpao. What are you doing? Klefki goes down. If you got into anything else, like, you're letting me back in. But this thing for sure outspeeds. GG's. Oh, that was rough. I need to know Terrapagos into... No, 5. No, I can't say that. Just go U-turn. It's my strongest move, but yeah, I can get my shirt. I don't know about that one. Boss. Okay, Tianpao picks up a kill on Meowscarada there at the end. I don't know. I need to look at that. Anyways, I'm not playing well. I'm not playing well, but we did get through the entire match, and that's more than we can ask for the past couple of weeks. But yeah, Terrapagos missing out on that kill. What was that? I think that was game, to be honest with you. Anyway, I'm going to get up on out of here. My name's Nick. I go by Golden Guy, and I'm your coach of the Philadelphia Pincers. We'll be seeing you. Peace.